Hey, let's talk about games. Hello there, Imperial Citizen. Today I'm super excited to give you a video outlining my content strategy for the next few weeks and next few months, because there is a lot coming in the Warhammer world in terms of gaming, in terms of tabletop. There's so much happening, and I'm pretty excited to try and cover as much of this as I can. So obviously you guys know that the Martyr content is right around the corner. I'm going to be covering this at least with 2 videos a week, doing as much as I can. I've got about 25 videos planned after the Psycho patch. I'm going to be doing guides, informative stuff, hopefully some more interviews as well. So much stuff to look forward to there. Obviously we've been doing a bit of Deathwing recently too, because that's getting a patch, a little bit of love in the near future. I'm going to be trimming that down to maybe 1 video a week or 1 video every other week. We also have the Vermintide stuff coming out as well. I want to cover that because that's going to lead us neatly into Vermintide 2, and Vermintide 2 is finally going to have some character customization and skills, passives, etc. So with the character building, I feel like that's now going to be a type of game I can delve into and do some content on, because you know, my thing is doing detailed, informative stuff. Maybe some discussion stuff too. But what I love is sort of doing guides and doing informative stuff, picking things apart, explaining game mechanics, stuff like that, which I hope you guys are finding fairly interesting, or at least useful on some level. So moving on from there are other games too I'm pretty hype about. One in particular, and the reason I'm showing you all of this footage, is Necromancer the board game is being made alongside Necromancer, the actual PC game. We don't know when it's actually going to come out, 2018 at some point. It's being made by the same people that made Mordheim, and the game was quite good. It was quite good. I'm really looking forward to seeing the next chapter, because I really feel like after they make a couple of changes, there's great potential for them to make a fantastic game. So I'm really looking forward to that. And one of the other reasons I'm actually making this video too is I wanted to ask you guys a little bit of an open question, because this game is being made alongside the actual tabletop, and it just so happens that it's a special someone's birthday. Well, if I'm special, that is. It's my birthday on Monday, and I basically have asked friends, family, whatever, if anyone wants to give me anything. I've got a couple of YouTube things to make my sort of editing life easier. Want to get more content out there, so anything that I can get to do that, amazing. As well as that tabletop stuff. After 10 years of not painting a thing or rolling a single dice, I want to get back in there with Necromancer. And I'm kind of thinking, it's a fairly easy pick up and play type of game. I'm kind of thinking maybe 1 video a week, 1 video a month, something like that for the tabletop. What do you guys think? I'd quite like to do a little bit of maybe some miniature painting stuff, maybe a couple of gameplay sort of walkthroughs. I don't know, just some basic bits and bobs to cover the game, to cover it with a little bit of interest. Also to just get a little bit of hype to, you know, work up towards the Necromancer actual game release, which I've said this like 4 times, but I am genuinely super excited for it. So what do you guys think of that? If there's not a lot of interest, I might well tuck it down into the Patreon stuff. There is a link for the Patreon down below in the description, by the way. But I might be starting to throw some of that type of stuff in there if you guys are feeling like maybe you'd want the channel to remain a little bit more just or purely gaming related. But obviously gaming is going to be my thing. I'm not going to make this into a Warhammer channel covering everything Warhammer. I think Valrak's got that pretty well covered. I don't really want to cover every time there's a new model, a new codex and stuff like that. That's not my bag. Gaming, informative stuff is my bag. I just feel like Necromancer really sort of fits in with that as the game is coming out alongside it, if you know what I mean. But let me know down in the comments below. And another thing that we might be able to look forward to is on the subject of gaming again, don't worry. Another thing we can look forward to is I have been walking around talking and trying to approach some of the other developers, and quite some of them are fairly receptive to doing some interviews. So I'm hopeful that when they've got some information to share, that I can start picking their brains in terms of game design. Hopefully you guys have seen my interview done with Neocore. I feel like it went pretty well. We managed to squeeze a little bit of information out of them. I don't like doing the whole sort of, please tell me about your game and I'll sit here and listen. I really want to ask them a little bit about their design questions and you know, some actual information you guys really want to get an impression of what this game is going to be like, what's going to make it special, how is it going to work. So I'm hopeful that some of these games coming out 2018, I'm going to be able to sort of delve in there a little bit and give you guys some developer information one-to-one. So looking forward to that. Should be coming at you around January. And last of all, we also need to figure out when the hell I'm going to live stream. It's probably going to be a Friday or Saturday. I'm going to reserve maybe 1 to 2 hours, try and do it on a regular weekly basis. I want it to be reliable. I'll probably use it to cover sort of the latest content that needs talking about at the time, but use it as an opportunity to sort of FAQ and discuss whatever else is happening in this game that needs discussing. We'll have to wait and see how that sort of works out, but I'm kind of feeling like a Friday night would probably be a good opportunity, as generally I've got nothing better to do. So guys, hope you found this useful. Remember, feel free to have a little gander down at the Patreon, down in the comments. Got a few ideas on content to sort of fill it out with. If you want to see your name in the credits at the end of the show, that's how Dewey got his there. Hashtag first Patreon. Guys, have yourself a great week, and I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves. All the best.